the point over here is, in your assignments, there are severe issues of drafting. You can see yourself. The first issue is, you see here, you are not explaining things properly. You are not developing the point. For example, you say the company is exposed to volatility in foreign exchange market. Now, and what will be its impact? You say it is loss. How this loss will occur? They are importing, so their cost will escalate. Cost of production, raw material will become expensive for them. Okay, and hence they will lose their profit margins. So you have not discussed that.
Yeah.
Writing in this, you have to develop your point, you know. You just have not conclusion. Come here below.
Yeah.
So the export market is suffering due to competition from cheap producers. Maybe severely affect. How? Because they, and you know that you can say the company may be selling expensive items. And they may lose their market share. Sales will go down. Ultimately, cash flow will be affected. And any evidence from scenario, what does it mean? You could have related it to that, for example, from the previous year, sale has fallen from this to this.
Yeah.
It might be because of it. So given evidence from it is just like that. You are giving a verdict in one line for everything. And now, you said that domestic sales are under contract. Okay. At any point, this is invalid. Customers always customer contracts are there. There is no customer who stays for the lifetime. So this is invalid point. Yes, you could have said that there are only 20 customers. Company is relying only on 20 customers. And if they leave, the company will be facing the fall in profitability, fall in the cash flow. So the company is too much reliant, dependent on these customers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is more specific to the scenario. You see. Now, to the faulty circuit board. You see here, you have discussed it correct over here. This is with an additional cost resulting in, yes. So what will impact on the cash flow? What will be the impact on profitability of the company? You have not explained over here. Because it has direct impact on that. It has direct impact. You know that.
Yes.
Now, so penalties. So risk of having fines and penalties. It does not comply with new regulatory environment. It does not comply with that. Okay. So the problem is that you have not explained the point that there is the cost of compliance with the new law. Company needs to make arrangement and these costs will be there. The new law, if company does not comply, it will have to face, of course, cash flow issue, profitability issue, fines, penalties. And it may not be able to sell its product then. So sale revenue will fall.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You see how multi-dimensional impact is there and you have to discuss it in this way. Loan repayment, you see here. This is a typical example. They negotiated a loan. The interest rate is this. However, cash at bank is this. So you are discussing interest, right? Interest.
Yeah.
So there is loan repayment here. Here you are discussing only cash interest payment and the impact on the. So you have not discussed that the company has to repay loan as well.
Yeah.
Have you discussed it? No.
No.
So and heading and explanation doesn't match. So you should have discussed that this is the amount they have to repay over 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and they're facing cash shortage. They have to pay interest as well as a repayment of loan, which is missing here. Okay, now, so you just can see the business risk, how severe issues, and these are severe issues, let me tell you, because do not, if this is like that, explain, evaluate risk. The question is here. Let me open the question with you. Evaluate. Evaluate means that you need to discover severity as well, and how it is arising, how it will affect to the business in multiple ways. Its cash flow, its profit, its cost, its sales, whatever can be linked in a scenario, in specific. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, so risk of material misstatements now come here, which is also related to audit risk as well. The fact that export market is suffering, okay? So producer, you say this is an indication of, how indication of impairment? Competition is never indication of impairment. Remember, competition is never indication of impairment. Remember that.
Yes, sir.
How can it be? Is there anything, that if they are losing revenue, if their profits are reduced, then we can say this reduction. Okay? So now you have shifted here. So how impaired assets are impaired? This is what the same thing. You have not explained how these assets are impaired. What is the reason of impairment? And you are simply giving a verdict. Is there any information about impairment in the scenario? No.
Yeah.
For example, laws and regulation change, technology change. These are indications of impairment. We have not discussed that at all.
Yes.
Now, and of course, that is not available in the scenario. And hence, you cannot discuss this point. This is invalid point. Okay. So, our customers have returned goods. Okay, goods. There is no information. Litigation is not necessary. That's why I said this can make no sense. If the customer has returned the goods, he may say claim doesn't mean claim in the court. He may say return my money. I have given you the goods faulty. So why there is a provision for litigation when there is no litigation?
Yes.
Yes, we can say any refund provision for refund to the customers. That is correct. Because you have to refund money to the customers. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is quite invalid point. Now, corroded copper. Now, the corroded copper remaining inventory has identified and separated. Okay, good. Right. In this case of, there is no indication. So this, what does it mean? So we can simply say the company must need to write down this copper, corroded copper. Write down. Okay, so now the risk is that they may not have written it down. The risk is that. Why we can say, when question is silent, question is not giving us information that they have written it down or not. Is it given? It is giving such information? No.
No.
So what we will say, we simply say there is risk. They have not written down. Okay, and hence it may be overstated. Now, loan of 30 million. Okay, 4% with its bank, and the loan of 30 million. Okay, materiality. So again, there is no indication. Please, the risk is that they may not have classified it. So instead of writing no indication, the risk is that they may not have classified it properly. Got it?
Yes, but the point is right over here. So.
Yeah. Now, so ethical issues. The recruitment of Bob. Who is Bob? Audit manager of the firm. Where he came from? From audit manager, audit firm to the, then it is the problem.
Yes.
Recruitment of one person creates familiarity threat. How can we say like that when we don't have, when we have not explained it? Very good. Trust him. It's good. May not act. May not. Yes, good. This cooling off period is not required for manager. Remember. Cooling off period is for partners. Cooling off period is for the audit party. If they get job, if they shift. Yes, for it, there are the other safeguards. Okay, there are other safeguards. So if there is connection between the firm and him, still he, of course, and like that, different teams should be assigned, audit committee should be informed, like that. Other safeguards are there. Now, so discussion, self-interest threat. How? You say audit may want to be appointed. No. Other services we are not discussing here. Because auditor may want to increase his fee or their fee. And hence the factor on which it is dependent, fee is dependent. Auditor may allow to manipulate that, may allow. Yes. For example, let me give you them. For example, let's say contingent fee is based on profit. No, auditor wants profit is high, should be high. Allow it. Got that? Yes, so contingent fee is not allowed by ACCA, ISBA Code of Ethics. Right? It cannot be. So hence, this is correct. Remaining is correct. And you see, now you can assess why are you failing your exam. Have you got the idea?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah. So these are the things which should be taken care of. Now you should work hard and you should focus these points which I have. I will be sharing this video with you as well. Feedback video as well. Okay?
Yes.
So that you can review it, that how I am identifying your mistakes. So thank you. Take care.
You, sir.
Goodbye.
Is there any other question we'll be doing?
I will talk to you on WhatsApp.